Hi partners, present Diego Gabriel. Train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound, train for emitting voice, train for emitting sound, train for emitting voice. I am Diego Gabriel, I am one philosopher and I am one copywriter. I am one professional of marketing digital on vision social and vision for education. Train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound. For or better, more justiça social, reflexão social, filosofia and doctrine Christian universal, filosofia and reflexão social, filosofia, reflexão social, able the vision on doctrine Christian universal forward, the vision on church for service social forward, problems socials onward, problems socials onward. Train for emitting sound, 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 train for emitting sound. I am Diego Gabriel. I from Brazil. I I am one citizen on religion Christian. Train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound. Philosophy. I am one philosopher. I am one professional on marketing digital of vision social and vision for education. In short, partners, my English not perfect. I from Brazil. I have diabetes. Train for emitting sound. Train for emitting sound. Train for emitting voice. Train for emitting voice. Philosophy, reflection social, and reflection about the, the story of religion Christian on world. Train for emitting sound. Train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound. Philosophy, train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound. The politics is advanced on war and others males. The art on war and return for marketing, train for emitting sound, train for emitting sound. Philosophy, reflect social able the history of religion Christian on world. Train for invention. The legacy on religion Christian forward. The legacy on religion Christian and story. Train for invention. Train for invention. Philosophy, reflection social and vision able doctrine Christian universal for world. Train for invention, train for invention, philosophy, philosophy, train for invention, 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 philosophy, train for invention, train for invention, reflection social and reflection for my partners and my friends and internet. My dreams and my air of children rest. Be um militar, be um police, be um soldier, be um cop. My grand hero and my air of children rest. The fantastic Jasper on group Japanese toy company. The actor of Fantastic Jasper was Seikorzak, actor and double, in memoriam. Train for invention, train for invention. The series Japanese, The Fantastic Jasper, have base of eschatology and culture on Bible, on religion Christian universal. Traine for imagine sound, 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 traine for imagine sound. The legacy social on doctrine Christian universal for world. Traine for imagine sound, traine for imagine sound, traine for imagine sound, traine for imagine sound, traine for imagine sound. Philosophy and reflection about doctrine Christian universal, philosophy and reflection about doctrine Christian universal, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, philosophy, philosophy, philosophy and reflection about doctrine Christian universal, the legacy of service social on religion Christian for world, the question of problems socials on earth, the question of poverty on earth, train for imagine sound, 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 philosophy, 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 train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, philosophy, 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 train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, philosophy, 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 train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. I am J. Gabriel and I like of philosophy and rock and roll. The basic of style and style of music rock and roll is Nation of Green. Train for imagine sound, 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 train for imagine sound. I am J. Gabriel and I like of journalism, philosophy and rock and roll. Train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. Vision social and vision about filosofia and doctrine Christian universal for world. Train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. Train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. Philosophy, philosophy, philosophy. Philosophy, 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 philosophy. Train for imagine sound, 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 train for imagine sound. The exercise on faith for good actions. Train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. The first on love and the first of faith to exercise for good actions. Train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. The legs social on religion Christian for world. One word of grants problems socials and problems spirituals. Reflection social and doctrine Christian universal for world. Reflection social and doctrine Christian universal for world. The service social on church for world. The service social on church for world. Division missionary and service social on church for world. The service spiritual and missionary on church for world. Reflection social and doctrine Christian universal for world. Reflection social and doctrine Christian universal for world. Train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound, train for imagine sound. I am J. Gabriel, I from Brazil. I am one philosopher. I like of journalism, philosophy, and I like of rock and roll. I am one citizen on religion Christian. My religion and my area of children was religion Catholic. Religion Catholic Universal. Traine for Imagine Song, Traine for Imagine Song, Traine for Imagine Song.